Okay, I'm going live. Figured I'd unbox some BIQU. A little tired, so brain's fuzzy. Give me a minute and I'm gonna let everybody know. Live on YouTube. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm kind of tired. Everything working like crazy lately. See if I can get a link for everybody. Come on. There it's showing up. Okay, make a few posts here. Like I said, I'm see if I can get some people in. Okay, make a few posts here. Like I said, I'm can't watch myself. Causes too many echoes, too many problems. One more post and I should be good to go, guys. I don't know if anybody's in yet because I can't see them on the other pages. I gotta find the BIQU page I'm in. There it is. Okay, let's see if anybody's here. Hey, there we go. Got a couple of you guys. Okay. I haven't even opened it yet. Oh, look, tape's a little bit loose. But it's all still sealed this time. I've been busy. So, see, I got 3. Just since I don't pay for StreamYards, I get the little logo up in the corner and I can only broadcast through one. So all I do is share my link. But let's see how this goes. This is the beta. This is their newest beta. It just came in today. Actually, I think it was at the post office yesterday, but I was only able to pick it up today. So. Big Tree Technologies. That was just the custom paper. Okay. I really like the box. It's actually pretty nice, marked. Should have grabbed my other scalpel setup. I'm gonna start doing this way. Make it easy for everybody to see what I see. My walkway's full from the other night. Nice foam. Let's stick it out. It's really nice packaging. Real nice packaging. Now, this is my first big tree printer, so. Oh, I like the USB cables they offer. It's not just a standard blue one. They've got a right angle drive. Short one. Another short one. I'm guessing these are for the Pi. Yeah, that's what it's called. So it's been a long day. USB cables. Tools. Always like looking at tools. Flush cutters, nice set. The standard style set. SD card is a full size, I'm guessing, on there. It's got an adapter. 2 gigs, what mine came with, but like I said, this is the early beta. Yeah, it's Trevor. Like I said, I'm slow tonight. Nice toolbox. I like that. First time I saw that was a toolbox like this was on JG Makers. Open that up in a minute. Power cord. Part of the spool holder. Tiny extruder X carriage. That thing is tiny. Here, I'm gonna grab up something real quick. From what I remember reading, that's a NEMA 15 motor. That's how they're able to get it so light. That's a NEMA 15. That alone is a NEMA 17. The motor is right just that end. The extruder, cooling fan, fans. Almost same size as the whole NEMA 17. That's pretty cool. It's got a fairly small heat block, silicone sock. Very nicely done. Yeah, 14, I thought it was 15, but either way. It's got the nice longer thermistor in it too. Oh, the metal thermistor, not the glass bead. Bonus points. They cut the zip tie correct. That's bonus points in my eyes. Rest the spool holder. Just gonna throw it on here for keep it out of the way. The bag of screws like that, because the screws and everything is labeled. It even tells you what step they come in. That's nice. Spare screws. Guessing spare nozzle, obviously, so that's kind of nice. Can't forget the duck. The packaging is really nice. White PLA filament. Pretty good vacuum seal on it and everything. Interesting how they got the carbon fiber looking sticker across the front. But I actually like it. Looks cool. Nice, clean. Clean look. They got some details in this, that little cutouts to make it lighter. Along the front, top extrusions. Actually, gives it a real finished look. It's pretty nice. Very nice packaging, like I said. This has got to be some of the best packaging I've seen. Underneath the bed, around the wheel, the thumb wheels, allowing for bolts, allowing for the wheels on the bed. Magnetic bed, but it's spring steel. It looks like powder coated. I like it. You put BIE on one side if you want. One of the comments I heard earlier in one of the videos was that the magnet was not that strong. I'm guessing I've still got one of the slightly weaker ones, but still not too bad. Okay, no printed instructions with mine. Not necessarily, might be in the toolbox. Let's check. Of course, it's bed on magnetic sheet on backward. Yeah, steppers are 0.9, which is really nice. Okay. That's the screen, not toolbox. And a big box. That's kind of nice. Man, that is huge. Spot for a thumb drive, full-size SD card. Power for the screen here. It says power option, I guess. Mounts for the Pi. That is nice. Some adapters. Looks like USB adapters. I'm going to put this back in here for a second. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, I'm going to try to get back into content. Now that I got at least StreamYard's working, I'm going to stick with that for now. So I'll stick with StreamYard, so I'm going to get back to doing more of these strings and videos. Okay, I'm not pulling the instructions off the SD card for now. I'll look at them later. Or if I have questions as I build. Built quite a few printers, so should be able to do this without it. Tape to use this really nice cloth stuff. Okay, the HDMI cable, they did not cut the zip tie right, but it's going to be cut off anyway, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to switch cameras real quick, and I'll show you guys closer view. Okay. See how the zip tie's out the top? Since I cut it here, that's what'll get people hurt. That won't. You can't scratch yourself on it. That's what one of my pet peeves. Okay, back to the big camera. You can see everything more. Hey, Richard. Okay. Their Allen wrenches in this toolkit are nice long wobbles, so that's nice. But like normal, I'm going to try for my screwdrivers. Just because it's quicker. Big handle. A lot easier on my hands. come up with a bracket. That's easier. Let's the camera thing up so I can't see who else here talking. I like this case. It's 2-part bottom. They got the power supply switch in the side of the extrusion. Really gives it a more thought through design feel. You can see what I mean here. 2-piece because it's got the divider. Okay, now I'm going to torque them down because I didn't tighten them to begin with. Even though I probably should square it. My square is still out at my brother's house. We were actually using it. LED strip up top in the extrusion. It's really nice. Very well hidden. Get some wires. Cable management here is superior. This is nice. And everything is labeled good. Can't really miss it. Looks like everything has got connectors that only fit one. Can't be mixed up. That's nice. Z, RGB. This one says Z1. This one's Z2. This one's X. I'd like to see something a little bit different for X wire, but it's not bad. Belt tension's good from the factory. No bed wobble. No X carriage wobble. This is actually put together very well from the factory. Step 2, I bet you is these M3x5s. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'd like to see more deltas come back out. Deltas or belts. I would actually like to get my hands on a belt printer. I'd love to see a IDEX belt. An IDEX belt or an IDEX Corex cube frame. Okay, that's a bit tight. Not a bad thing. no screws in it at all. It's holding up there nice. I'm liking the modular design here. I've noticed that it's 4 bolts. Should be able to change it to like a nibbler or a Bowden setup if you wanted. Pretty easy, especially with the HDMI cable setup. This should be a fairly modular setup. It's really pretty cool. Okay, all 4 bolts are in but loose. Okay. That is one thing I notice. I can push down or up probably around 10 degrees. So just line up the back edge on the X carriage and the actual hot end mount, and it should be fine. I didn't know the BX was on Indigo. I knew it was Kickstarter and they just finished it. This is, like I said, this is the early beta. Liking that though. I'm betting step 3, the screen mount. And I know they changed the cable. So I don't have the newest cable. The newest one, no, it's got to go through the center. The newest one has a right angle cable. Okay, one other thing that you guys all who've watched me or talked with me know, I do have one other complaint about this. Silver screws. It's a really nice black unit, all blacked out except for bright silver screws. Well, black screws look much better to me. But that's nitpick. And this is only the second manufacturer I've seen use this cloth tape. It's black cloth tape, which is really cool. It's like a medical tape, but it's better. These are M5 by 6. First ones were M5 by 45 for the uprights, which is nice length. And then M3 by 5 for the hot end. Man, this is nice. Clean. Try to get this on before. Okay, I see. I was going to comment about this plug. It has a little bump. This one doesn't. I was like, how do I know which one? And I realized they painted one side white on both of them. Duh. Not that easy to get lined up, but still, not bad. Okay, I gotta look see if I got some black M5 screws, because those are gonna drive me crazy on the screen. I should have some short M5s. Hey, China. Now look at that. So you can see the black ones versus the silver. And it's just me. Like I said, me being picky. I've never liked the standout shiny bolts. I really like the cutouts they added, just small detail cutouts. See the picture. This picture doesn't have spool holder on it, and like I said, I didn't pull up the instructions, so we're just winging it. I like the smooth side forward. I don't know if it's going to work in the long run. Spool about toward the middle. The whole thing's together with 2 screwdrivers. 2, that's it. 4mm and a 2.5mm. It comes with 4. Guessing the others are for tearing apart the hot end and all that. I'm going to screw it all the way. So what else is everybody up to tonight? I've been working a ton, so get off work just in time to get to work at the next job. I think the threads might be slightly tapered. I like that. Okay, I'm going to put all this other stuff in here for bolts are replaced to go there. SD card. Zip tie. See, what they did change from the right angle HDMI cable is I think they made it just a tiny bit longer. And they want you to run it, I'll show you here, across the front like this. So it'll reach over the side, and zip tie it here on the upright. Like I said, mine doesn't have that. It's got the regular. So it's a regular connection, not the right angle. Okay, two things I would like to see. For one, it has no connector with any Bowden or anything up here, but it's threaded. I'm going to put a small piece of Bowden in there. There is no place for me to tie this off at, the HDMI cable, which is, I know they fixed later versions. Just looking for different plugs for the back of the screen when the Pi comes in, when I get the Pi in. And yes, I'm actually going to get a Pi. Eventually I get breaks. I enjoy working, and that's part of the problem. A bit of a workaholic. I'm not going to hook this printer to the computer, so we'll put that away too. Spare screws, spare nozzle. Everything spare in here for this. Okay, let's grab one connector and a small piece of Bowden. I just think that this is a smart thing to have. Yeah, Capricorn, that's what actually I just pulled out a piece of Capricorn. That's what I'm going to put in the top. It is for higher temps. If your filament you're using is too low end, I guess you could say, the variance is too much, then it might catch in the extra small Capricorn. Otherwise, I can cut off as part of another item. I got to cut it with my cutter. It's not square. Some of your lower end filaments, the variance would be too tight for the extra small Capricorn tubing. Otherwise, it's fine. It's good stuff. I use it with several of my printers. This one here's got Capricorn. I've got one over there, dual Capricorn. Got another dual down there with Capricorn. And I've got a couple of high temp PTFE tubes on some of them that are just white. Okay. So I grabbed two different fittings. Okay. I got one that's a pass-through. The Bowden will go all the way through it. And I got the one without. This does not allow the Bowden to go any deeper, just in case. So I'm just going to use a standard. That way that's done. I'll put the wrench in the box and grab one off here. Okay. That's not too bad. I was worried that the arm for tension release was too close to the Bowden fitting. And my Bowden might be too long for a full spool. Nope. That could be fine. Okay, I guess we're gonna plug it in. Arrangement. Let's see here. There are other brands of high temp PTFE. I've got a couple of them, but I bought cheap, so they may not even be high temp because I don't even really print that much high stuff. I print ABS at 245, and that's safe on regular PTFE. So, okay. Now let's peel the screen. Don't want to, but don't want it to cause problems. Maybe that's in there good. That's a monster screen. Oh. Wow. What? I've been on the air 36 minutes, probably been at this less than 20. I think I got my screen crooked. Oh, my screen be crooked, it drives me crazy. SD card. I'm gonna put it in the SD slot instead of the thumb drive slot. I will switch to thumb drives later on this because I saved the SD cards for the other computer, other printers. Got it, but it didn't go in the first time. Don't go in very far. It barely goes in, so I'll probably wind up knocking that off. So definitely need to go with thumb drive. Okay. Let's see, did I miss something else? I might have to grab the instructions because it's all just a white screen. Reboot button. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's see here. Fan on the hot end is a little bit loud, but it's a 30 millimeter, so that's going to be. Okay, let me check the cable because I think my screen cable was off or something. Because I'm just getting a white screen. It's probably something I did. Easy way to do this. I hope they fix the plug on this when they go to production version. Okay, I flipped it around and nothing at all. So it's definitely not flipped around issue. Hey, Mark. Yeah, I tried pushing the, there it went. I just didn't, it might have been the SD card. Failed to enable bed leveling. Well, it's just booting. Okay. My connection on the back is finicky. I don't know if it's me or what. It's this plug. There it goes. The plug on this, like I said, I hope they change it because mine has got, it kind of looks like an old, reminds me of an old computer plug. Or the small, just a long version of the normal screen plug. But it doesn't, the one that comes out of the control board does not have the bump out. And it's smaller by quite a bit, so. Hey, Mark, yeah, I say I'm trying to get back on here more often. Okay, it says failed to enable bed leveling. Oh, okay. That's first boot up, so it happens. Menu. Terminal, custom. Disable steppers. Release SD card. This thing, so far, it's got quite a bit of options. Steps per millimeter, current. That's actually cool. Max feed rate, max acceleration. I'm going to leave everything completely factory until failed to enable bed leveling. I just tried to turn bed leveling back on because bed level sensor. And I don't want to home it until after I know what's going on. I got you the lights. Look at that. Red, green, blue, white. Cool. Checking to see if it's got brightness on them, and it does not. But it's my first printer with colored lights, so that's cool. Yeah, it does chirp a lot. I'm on the Blue Yeti. You can see in the video. So it's also really sensitive. PID on screen. Nozzle or bed. That's nice. Not going to do that right this second because I want to figure out the auto levels. I didn't want to. For on screen, for a touch screen, this has all the options pretty much so far. I don't know how baby stepping is. Without even going to that. Okay, I just hit home. And that might be why it failed, because it's starting it. I don't know. It's got a BL touch option on screen, which is kind of cool. Hoping it senses, but it doesn't seem it's not going to. Okay, it's got to be capacitive. Interesting. I wonder if that's why mine's not failing. Sensor's not sensing anything. There's baby stepping there. And since it's not, I'm turning it off. Yeah, I figured, Trevor, that was that way. It'd just be cool to have it on screen too for the brightness of the RGBs. Now I turned it off because of the trying home with the sensor off of the bed. Failed to enable bed leveling. I think I've got something up with my sensor or something. It's backwards. It's lit without anything under it. There's something under it and it goes off. Okay. I should. Menu, settings, machine. Let's see here. Should be able to find that. There we go. Wow, you can set a start G-code before a print built into the firmware and G-code after a print in the firmware. And it looks like I can brighten or dim my LCD screen. Okay. I do not see spot to invert my sensor. Trevor, do you know of one? It lights up. It just lights up. It's lit up without anything under it. So that makes me think it's backwards. William, I should be able to put anything under it. Like right now, it's lit. I have to look behind it. It's lit. Then put something under it, metal. Because this is a capacitive or inductive, whatever it is. I have to be really close. Almost, I would say, too close. I didn't. I'm going to turn it off. Take the X carriage back off and look, make sure it's all plugged in. Four screws, not a big deal. Man, that's a tight fitting setup. Wow. Dust. Yeah, it's fully in. Let me check each individual wire. Make sure the wires are all the way in the plug. But it's the thing that was getting me was it was lit up all the time. But that's why it was chirping earlier. And now my sensor did come in a little bit loose too. So whew. Gotta move it up a tiny bit. I did not give you much room here. Is that a bubble level? I think I'm okay. I'm just checking to see when the nozzle hits the table, how far off my sensor was, because it was before it was right out. The fan duct is 3D printed. It's the only part I've seen that's 3D printed. 4010 blower fan. Almost could fit a 4020 in here. Looking for any kind of markings on the just Z Pro, but I was looking for wire markings to see if each wire is in the right spot. I don't know. I don't see it. Don't see an issue. Let me. That's actually kind of a nice feature. I can. I have to be maybe 2 millimeters from the bed. Hey, Brandon. Looks like my sensor's got to be 2 millimeters off the bed to reach. Here to sense. But the light goes out instead of coming on when it senses. So I think it's backwards. Normally closed instead of normally open contact. Trying to see, I can see a label here. I'm going to shut this off now. I want to take a chance at shorting something out. Still checking the individual wire, making sure they're not pulled out of the connector a little bit. Like I said, early beta units, stuff like this does happen. Normally I don't do videos of beta units. Not for everybody. Yeah, bed leveling is turned off because my sensor is turned on when it boots up. None of my other sensors like that light up like this. Let's see here. I don't think I got any with the connector on it. checking the connector I've got, or the sensor I've got. Yeah, that's a 5-volt. Mine's a 6 to 36. So that won't work anyway. Just to check. But I think see, trying to figure out which other printer I got here that's got one of these sensors already installed that I could see. Double check against. No, I'm not gonna get on video, so. Well, the build went really well. Just one small issue with this I gotta figure out. So it's weird streaming this stuff because normally I got the TV going, so I got some background noise. Straight to the back. Fade height off. Auto bed level off. Yes, I know. Oh, you can change the color of your knob. That's actually kind of cool. It's got a little ring on the knob that you can change color on it. Yeah, it automatically turned the auto. I just turned the auto bed level on and automatically turned it back off. I think that sensor's backward, and I have to flip it through firmware. Yeah, and this does have the SD card up front and the USB-C up front too. So. But it allowed me to set the driver current. I'm guessing it's actually set up UART mode. That's actually kind of cool. Actually, Trevor, it doesn't even give me the option to manually level. We'll see if it'll do it, because it wasn't sensing it. Yep, it's about to run off the. Oh no, it's got that switch. I forgot. Oh, huh. It's not set. What I'm used to. Never mind. It said stop. That's what I thought. It just kept going up. Hit cancel and it just kept going up instead. Yes, I know. I'm guessing it's sensorless homing on X and Y. Okay. Let me grab calipers. Let's set the offset real quick. Or check it. Yeah, I could probably go. Which that's right. Yep. First printer I've got the sensorless sensorless homing. I like the belt tension setups on these. It's nice. I like how they got spacers in them. It's kind of odd looking, but I like it because it actually gives you room to grab it, not grind your finger on it. No, Justin, I don't have Instagram. I've got Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. That's it. I actually haven't figured out how to get Instagram yet. I'm one of those, I've been Facebook for so long. Didn't really want to bother with the other. There we go. Once again, my JG Maker sheet. Yeah, I'm actually probably going to wind up getting Instagram here shortly. I've been so busy with my work, my day job, that I actually haven't done a lot of the stuff I need to be doing. But part of it is I won't do social media at all on my phone. I don't have Facebook or anything on my phone. I like the big thumb wheels on this too. Insulation on the bed. The only thing is I would like to have hot end fan a little quieter. But 30 millimeter tend to be noisy. Stiff bed springs. A little hard to reach that one. No, this is the beta, and I know I got the weaker of the springs probably, or the magnets. I mean, so they are replacing it with better magnets. I do know that. It's like I got the straight HDMI cable, and they're replacing them with right angle HDMI cables. I did see that on in their group. This one's magnetism is a bit weak, but it's not bad. I mean, I have extra magnets here, so I can always change it myself, but okay. And I don't want to start with another one. see what's on the. Okay, give me an error. Okay, let's. Okay, let's beat the hot end. I go to 210. I'm just doing it manually because it's easier. I'm gonna hit the bed to 55. We'll see about how long it takes. Bed's the thing I usually worry about, but it's got insulation and everything under it, so it should be fine. But you asked about the bed. It's a little bit stiff for pinky. This may be slightly upgraded. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, it's not quite as good as that one. Take 2 kilograms off of that. It might help. A little bit weaker than some of my others, but not the weakest I've got. Bed's up to 40. And it looks like this one got tested because there's just a tiny little bit of filament drip. I'm going to get a sample spool and re-spool the sample real quick. Okay. Oh, let's see how she goes. I need to build a filament spooler. Now, obviously, this won't be spooled perfect, but it'll be better than taking a chance at it being loose. Okay, Trevor, I thought all the sensors were the other way around. Mine are, that I know of. I wonder why it's turning off the auto bed level then, Trevor. Auto drop 3D. It's going pretty good. Just bed's at 54, guys. I'm sure the hot end's already hot enough. Bed's at 55. 3 minutes. Roughly 3 minutes anyway. Heat the bed to 55. Give it a second. We'll see how she fluctuates or anything. See, this one you don't drop things. Yeah, the hot end I see it up there, top corner. Hot end's fluctuating half a degree or so. It's between 209 and 210. Bed's staying at 55, so. Guess we'll go see. Actually, I'm going to go. I'll check the fan. Okay, I do not hear the hot end fan at all. Filament loads pretty easy. But I gotta have the button tube on it though. Well, crud. Nothing showing up on the SD card for print. I guess we'll look at the computer, see what it says. No, this is actually just a sample. I literally unboxed this in the beginning of this video. BIQU BX. Big old massive screen thing. And my SD card is empty. See, I don't know if I've got anything. All mine are not direct drive for slice files. I think that's 2 in a row though that's happened. Print areas or non-direct drive. This is printer 48 in the office, guys. So I guess I'm not gonna print with it right now, just because slicer's on my desktop, not my laptop, and I'm running off my laptop here right now, and I don't have any profile at all set up for this yet. So I can cool it off. That's actually really nice. Do it from the home screen the same. Okay. I will see here. I want to turn on a couple of things. Touch mode or Marlin mode. I'm just going to go back to touch here. Let's go. The knob color here. You can see the light behind it, I think. There's red. Yeah. That's orange. It says it's orange. It looks more green to me. Green, yellow. Yellow looks a little more green. Green is definitely green. So I can change the color of the knob right here on this edge. Shines up to the back of the knob. It's got a clear ring, which is pretty cool. I like that. I'll leave it on just because I can. This is Marlin 2.0.6, October 23rd of 2020. When they said they edited it. So it's fairly recent. SPI flash memory 32 meg. Currently use 54.8%. That's actually really pretty nice, pretty new. Let's see something here. I was looking to see if it's got a brightness on screen, because it's got a sleep mode or a standby mode. Yeah, Trevor, you can. I've tried pulling it up on the screen or the case. It has that option, and it also has the thumb drive, or what do they call it? U drive. I don't know why. Yeah, U disk. So you can print from. Actually, you get all three options, because the screen, you can use the thumb drive, or the full-size SD card. The control board uses the micro SD card. So it came with all three options. But my SD card is blank. And I will say I like it, the fact that it has USB-C for power cable, or for the computer connection cable, which I put it here. Because to me, I like the USB-C. There seems to be a stronger cable. It's also what phones are moving to, so. But other than not having a printer profile set up yet, or anything sliced on my SD card, really happy. I'd like to hear have the fan. Touchscreen is very responsive. Okay, and one thing I know that was commented about by the other beta testers was that it was it would reboot. They did fix that in the firmware, because it did not reboot when I went to 12.864. Baby stepping, that's, yeah. I'm just playing with it right now. Like the preheat is set for PLA, the bed at 70. I only set it at 55, so I'm changing that configuration, because I will not use PLA it that way. One thing I noticed is they do with Marlin, what was it, 2.4 and above, I think it was, or something. Anyway, it's one of the newer. You can have more than 2 preheats. They've only got 2 in this. I'd like to see them go to 4. It's direct drive. They've got ABS and PLA. I'd like to see TPU and PETG preheats added. That's what I have on my other ones. You know what? Let's do this. Says change filament options here. Load, unload. Lights. They're not that bright, but I do like the fact you can. The white is nice and bright, though. preheat the whole thing. See about the bed, how long it takes to reach. Okay, Brandon is. I would have to manually type it in or something for G29, but no, it's been ABL is turned off. It gives me the error when you look it up in settings. ABL and fade height are turned off. And I don't have any slicer or anything installed on this computer that's here next to me to send the file over with G29. Okay, so it's 2.0.6.1 that had the more than 2 preheats. Brandon, thank you. So I remember you're the one that taught me about it. Bed's at 53. I think it already cooled back down to room temperature. 54. Hot end supposed to go to 240 for preheat for ABS, and it's at 216, 219. It's moving quick. Bed's at 56, so it's actually doing really good. And the fan inside just came on. I said 2 screwdrivers all it took to put it together too. A 2.5 and a 4. Bed's at 62. Hot end's already at 240. But I wanted to heat both of them at the same time just to see what it would do. And you can tell PLA in it. It's going to burn the PLA a little bit if I don't get it back out. Heat block is kind of neat. It's really small, rounded edges. Bed's at 70. $72. Now the fun part, boring part. Let it heat up a bit more. Bed's at 77, so it's still heating up pretty good. Pretty good speed. Ugh. Not working in the woods today. Well, out in the field anyway. Dirty. $83 on the bed. I didn't check what time I started this time. Nice clean look though. The only thing is I'd like the cover. They actually went as far as to line up, at least on this one. it lines up perfectly on both sides. Like they actually took the time to line it up. The fake carbon fiber. I'd like to see some kind of cover over the channel on the front, because that's where a lot of the what I call printer dust falls in. I've got cover on most of them nowadays. Okay, bed's at 88. Let's figure out a way to get StreamYard to do more than one camera in here. Probably have to pull something up from my desktop or something. It's not even booted up from our last power outage. Oh, I didn't get something else in. Can't show it off, but I got to get something else. Some Green Gate 3D came in today. $93. Trevor, I have nothing to send G28, G29 on my computer. Period. This computer, the only thing it has on it slicer-wise is for resin. $96 on the bed. $97. Bed's at 102. Looks like it'll make 110, so that's cool. Yeah, with all my printers, I just don't connect them to the computer. I've connected a few of them. The old 8-bits that I can't flash by SD card, but everything else. Okay, but you see, my other sensor's the other way around. The light comes on when they get close, so this one's backwards. But the issue I'm having with this is that it's automatically turning off ABL. I haven't got... Okay, it's 106 on the bed. Turn it so I can see it now. I'll go back to touchscreen as soon as it hits 110. I can cool it off. I just want to show that it can do it and all that. Yeah, and my SD card came completely blank on this one. There was nothing at all on it. 108 on the bed. I said with this insulation and everything, it's doing pretty good. I mean, you can't expect a DC bed to be extremely fast to 110. $109. Somebody have to look through and comment how long it takes to heat up and look at the timer, because I forgot to check this one. It took 3 minutes to heat to 55. Well, you said 110? These temps are rock solid. PID is great on them. Just heard the fan slow down on it. So, okay. Keep trying to treat it like a regular touchscreen. Okay, go ahead and let it cool down. You know what? Let's go back to touch mode, because I actually do like that a lot. Normally, I'm not a touch screen fan because it's so limited. This one actually has most of the options, if not all the options, already in it. There is a small set G29. Let's see what happens. Seems to be moving, working. There is a small actual keyboard now. I know early in the reviews it said there wasn't, so I didn't look, and then Trevor messaged me and say, hey, try it. So I'm trying it. Nope, 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 nope. Stop. It said no. I'll raise you back up. I'm going to try lowering that sensor a little bit, because it might be a tiny bit high. Yes, bed level failed. We'll get that in a second. I got to move Z up. Don't want my nozzle ground into my bed. Ow, hot bed, hot bed. So, Biscuit, if you're still here, how far up is this sensor supposed to be good for? Because it's only about a millimeter or two off the nozzle right now, so. Okay, still not low enough, I guess. Ow, hot bed! That's nice. That's close. Three. I'm going to try to lower it down another tiny bit. Yeah, it's easier said than done with the bed still at 110, Trevor. Or cooling off from 110. 1 millimeter is awful close to the bed. So I grab out one of their zip ties. I'll use their zip tie. I'll try that. And I do, once you said that, I do recall someone commenting about it being one zip tie. I think it was Chris's basement. I think he said it. There we go. Ow, hot bed. Note to self, don't heat bed first. Ow, hot bed. Okay. Try G29 again. I said, use their zip tie even. I think mine are smaller than this. Love this box. Duck. My other one's glued to my monitor. Home at first. I do like having the terminal. Gotta figure something out with my HDMI cable. I almost wish they would have come out the side of the case, but I think it's all extrusion, so they couldn't. Well, it's working on G29, so it must be like you thought, Trevor, that it, just because it didn't have it saved once. We'll see if it turns on and does it. This is fairly quick, though. It's to say, you were probably right that just because it didn't have it saved. I don't do enough auto bed level ones, so. And I like the fact they added that they were actually able to add the keyboard to the touchscreen that was mentioned in wasn't Maker's News that had it. Who was it? One of the other reviewers had it that didn't have the. So we got I definitely got the updated firmware. Like I said, October 23rd. So firmware is what, 13, 15 days old. Okay. So now let's look at I definitely don't feel I need to do a PID tune on this thing. It's pretty solid. It might speed up the bed, but I doubt it. Bed's down to 55 degrees. Hot end's down to 34. I gotta learn where all these things are at. And ABL is now on. Yeah, it's exactly what it was there, Trevor, is it didn't have the mesh saved to start with. Because now ABL is on. What's the save code again? 500? And 500? I'm used to Chit too. I have to think about this. Yes. Aha, I got it right the first time. Okay, so let's restart it. See if it buzzes at us. Bed leveling on. Fade height. No SD card because it's not in because it was blank. Here. Done. I fixed it. Awesome job, Trevor. So other than black bolts and a Bowden tube, something to keep it from rubbing on the threads of the extruder. I think this thing's gold. It's gonna be good. It's nice, clean looking. Gonna have to slice something, and that's what I thought it was, Trevor. I wasn't sure. I'm used to 5500. But I might eventually look at a quieter fan. I don't know of any. Maybe able to go 5-volt though on the hot end to cool it, or to quiet it down a tiny bit. But if that's the worst this thing does, it's quieter than a lot of my other stuff. I would say overall, I wish I would have had the money to back it, but I'd already backed another Kickstarter. And obviously, they fixed a lot of the firmware issues. Just only thing I didn't get was the right angle HDMI cable. I think I'm going to move the spool holder over a little bit. I had it in the middle, but I think to keep it out of the way while it prints, no instructions, and in mind, an SD card blank, so I think I want it off to the side to try to leave it out of print area as much as possible. So, anyway, it's been fun. It's built until I get my desktop booted up and a slicer profile set up. That's done. And I will try to get pictures and stuff posted after that of how it goes. Because I'm sure it'll go good, but yeah, I just red one's down there, and print bed size difference, print area difference, and I only used it like 3 times. And my Silval direct drive is over here, and bed size is way off, and most of my prints take up most of that bed area, if not all of it. The Dragon was printed on the Silval, both of them. Ah! Groot! Come back, Groot! My only Groot ever printed. Sample G code. So when I get that, and I do not even have a clue what the retract was on all those. So probably be Monday, because this weekend's opening weekend on hunting season for rifle. So Z offset wizard. What do you mean? Let's see here. I saw Z offset earlier. I don't know. Running APL again, because it see if it does it fine. Probing point 1 of 25. Now my screen did just flicker right then. It went all pixelated and weird, but it was just a split second. It's beeping every time it runs a point. It's at 0.3 of 25, 0.4. And it does it after it lifts up. It's kind of interesting. Bed is holding temp very well. It's at 41. My office is 23 or 24, depending on the time. It's 75 Fahrenheit, so. Anyway, I'm going to let this run, and then I'm going to probably head to bed because I'm getting up at 3 in the morning. Not going hunting, but I'm meeting up with the hunters and stuff that are out there. That small extruder is really cool. I'll have to get my scale back to my wife to find out how much. Because I know they said that's something like 117 grams. I want to see how much a regular Hdmi 17 weighs. And I like the fact it uses standard E3D V6 style nozzles. I got 700 of them. The screen firmware, you can tell they've worked on it a lot, because I know like the keyboard wasn't on there in one of the videos that I saw on this printer, on the Kickstarter, and it is now. And a couple other things I saw. And I just saved it to EEPROM. That's great. It's very responsive. The beeping, I think I want to turn off. But I'm sure that's going to be in the firmware options somewhere, or they will put it in there. When you go into the features menu here, it goes from touchscreen look to a 12.864 look, which is kind of interesting because everything has it's on a list. The little tab switches on it. And it's neat that it's got its own start and end G code. So if you didn't want to add G29 to everyone, you could add it to your firmware by the looks of it. Nice, Trevor. Yeah, I say this actually, like you say, it came in yesterday, but my post office is closed by the time I got off work. I didn't get off work till 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock for my day job. And my post office closes at 3:30. And if I didn't get this today, I came in on my lunch break and grabbed it on a way back from doctor's appointment. And otherwise, I wouldn't be able to get to Monday because my post office here is closed. Yeah, one thing I could see firmware needing on the screen, the LCD brightness has an option for a high and a low, and I don't see a button for it anyway on the home screen, and it would be nice to have just a button you could tap and turn it on. I can tap and get notifications, but some little spot to turn on to dim your screen, especially for people that print like in their bedrooms or something like that. That would be really cool. But this is nice. It's actually, you can tell the companies are starting to really pay attention, and their quality is great. I mean, you guys saw everything that it did. The auto level is me. It didn't have the mesh saved, and I didn't know to do it. So that's definitely not a mark against that. They'll fix that, I'm sure. Oh, look at that. The card. This was shipped 10/26 of 2020. It's got the shipping date on it. The date this was manufactured and shipped out on the warranty card. So that's really cool. Facebook group, BIQU Equipment, and Twitter. Mom messaged me. Allergies. But anyway, guys, everybody have a good night. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the bell, whatever. And I will see you next time. I'm going to try to do an update on the 3 printers I got in this week, or this last week and a half. The BIQU BQ, or BX. They keep calling it BQ because their name. The JG Maker A5S, JG Maker Magic, and I'll probably give an update on the Artist D that we're running new firmware on right now. So, anyway, everybody have a good night. Thank you for joining me.